حياكم الله مرة ثانية مثل الجير. نكمل نقول بسم الله. الحين بنروح نباري مو فولك، راح اسميه فولكن. نبي بنروح نباري ريفن.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree.
والله هم قالوا لك شيء ما تقدر تفهمهم انت.
Like most people think, they're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle.
جوارك تستخدم دباب إذا كان that was not true battle.
Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins.
يعني some.
Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary.
طلق عليه براسه.
You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck-duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. Test spiritual as well as physical strength.
لا شوف هذا غباء
Wanna
شوي.
pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake. Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
يا سنيك بعد كل اللي سويته مالك حق تقول هذا عنف. مشكلة ريفن الحين انه معه بالرشاش هذا بيغثك. نحطه هنا. هذا يلف عندي. حلو. أنا هنا. طبعا يمديك تستخدم عليها البازوكا. بس ترى بيعرفك على طول بتنكب كذا لو استخدمت البازوكا. شو ما جتك؟ اوبس. اوتش. رايت. طيح انا اسعد علينا الطريق. انا هنا يا ريفن. ريفن. اثبت من الذين مع انه هذه يركض. يس. ممتاز. يعيكس وخر عني وخر عني. ما انت مقبلتي. مشكلة الزعيم هذا انك يعتمد على كليمور، وانت المشكلة حتى انكم ما تدري وين تحطه من الذين يبدا كل شوي فتموت من قنابلك. يلا مرة ثانية محادثة. يلا درينا يا ريفن. glorious battle. تعال. انت تلعب رشاش. انا استخدام سيء. حطيت قنبلة هنا ولا لا؟ الذين ناشب هنا قاعد. اعرف لك. اوبس جاي لمي. هذا هو. اي لحظة الحين. اخر عني. اوو. جبته بكليمور. والثاني فجأة بس ما جا شيء. شلون ما جا شيء عاد؟ يمكن جلد ضد الدقة. لا. اوو. شلون ما جت؟ يس يلا يلا بس هجم. بس لا يا مات خلاص. That was a glorious battle.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me.
قال اللي تبي تصدقه. Raven!
I'll be watching you. Understand?
طيب.
Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know.
صدقني ما ودك
Go
تدري.
battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
مين؟ في اثنين. اقدر بتشيل.
That was not the DARPA chief.
مين هذا اجل؟
It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound. He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So
اها.
he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death.
Fox die. Fox die.
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint.
هذه بهنت انت علمته.
The rest of the riddle yourself.
انت ما اعطيته هنت انت علمته انه ايش صار.
In the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies.
يعني بنسوي اجزاء ثانية مثل جير.
Forever. You shall have no peace.
مثل جير 2 بدينا به.
My spirit will be watching you.
سبحان الله كلها بهالسرعة ذي. حلو. ميلر.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi? Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
اكيد يا ميلر.
Basically, Dr.
Campbell
Naomi
ما
Hunter
مو
is
بمسالفة.
not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either. but she is working for Foxhound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
علموا سنيك، ترى والله سنيك ما يدري ايش السالفة.
Secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Armstech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
هي اللي عطت سنيك فوكس داي.
Give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
هي اللي عطت سنيك فوكس داي علشان ثم جاء الداربا تشيف ثم جاء بريزيدنت بيكر، وبالنهاية ادري انه تخريب بس راح تجي ل ايش كان اسمه ذاك؟ ليكويد سنيك، وهي اللي راح تذبحه بالنهاية. طيب شوف الكاميرات اللي هنا شلون كثيرة. خذت ماين ديتكتور بس ما منه فايدة. الحين صالح مثل جير مو معنى اللعبة يعني وصلنا مثل جير نفس الآلة. ميتال جير الحين. كذا سنيك. تحمست قلت اكيد سنيك، قلت سنيك اكيد الحين بيقوله، بس سنيك حطمتهم بالنهاية. اتاكن.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're
Solid.
all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
رهيب يا اخي تاكن. هذه قلت اكثر مرة بس لازلت بقوله. هو الوحيد اللي اقدر اعتمد عليه ازين من كامبل. احتاج نشوف جرينيدز عشان بعد الحين قنابل. يب هذا يب اتاكن.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
كفو. ارجع. طيب زي ما قلت لكم ان المفاتيح هذه نفس المفتاح يسمونها شيب ميموري الوي، واللي هي باختصار تتغير على حسب الحرارة. انا ما اذكر هنا يطلع لنا ايتم الاوسلت يجدع غرض عندنا هنا، ما منه فايدة. فائدته الوحيدة انه قنبلة يموتك اذا ما جدعته. حلو، نحتاج ستينجر ميسل عشان لو جينا نباري مثل جير. هنا بعدين بنباري ليكويد. خير ان شاء الله هنا تاكل. كفو.
Security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
اوف.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a
Ultimate
political point of view,
bioweapon.
It avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
الله ياخذك يا
I won't
كامبل.
make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What?
Yup.
You still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
عصرت على
Terrorists
ياخذك.
have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well,
Oh,
the
be
dummy
so on.
warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
يلا لحظة. برا فجأة غيرتها. يلا الحين بنشوف الحين اوسلوت وليكويد هنا. ذيك الغرفة خبر هناك. يب هناك. اصبر. واشوف جندي قاعد يمشي. ممتاز. سوكام لا فماس.
Snake,
بشر.
Find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
ساتر.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
طيب خبروا هنا ليكويد وصلت هنا جوا. الحين بتجينا دعاية الحين ولازم نهجك شوفونا. معقولة ما حد شافه.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
تطيح بالأرض.
BT. That means to China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demand.
Yep.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president.
صح علي.
So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has...
هذا يجي جلوكوفيتش يجي مثل جير 2.
He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
Yep.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's
بدون
morale.
ينكبون.
An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What do you say?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
What's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads.
يعني أسلحة نووية لا نهائية.
And the money. world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place
Outer Heaven.
Outer Heaven.
يا صح علي.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA
Chef
chief and the
Snake.
president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
ساكت هو مو بقايل شيء.
Don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
شاف سنيك اصلا ساكت لان اصلا عنده هدف ثاني.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got one of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The
ايوه.
card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Yep.
Can you
قال
see
لكم
the
أنا.
input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input
أصفر
the key
أزرق
in
أحمر.
order from left to right.
left to right.
Left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol?
ايه
Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on
Hello.
the right is the high temperature key.
ايوه.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
لا طاح. يعني عليك سنيك ثور.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
يب. الحين لازم ننزل ندوره.
Bulletproof glass. There's no
Proof
way in.
glass. There's no
I'll
way
enjoy
in.
watching you
صوت
die.
رهيب.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
طيب يلا. اسرع. بسرعة. ارجع. لا يس. حلو. بس هذه الحين هجيت. الحين لازم ننزل الحين لتحت، نرجع تحت ونروح نمشي على زي كان اللي بهالمويه. ولازم ندور البطاقة. لازم ندور البطاقة عشان نلقاه. يلا خلنا ننزل. الحين لازم ندوره. طبعا ادري انك بجد طاقتك تنقص. يب لقينا البالكي. خلاص خلنا نروح نذكر انه هنا. ارجع. الحين بنروح نحط الحين الصفراء ثم نروح نحط الزرقاء. بنحط الزرقاء لازم نروح للمكان اللي برينا فيه ريفن، نصبر نخليها تصير زرقاء تصير زي البارد بالبارد، ثم نروح انها نستخدمها، ثم نرجع نروح لذاك المكان تخبرون اللي فيها اللي كان فيها البركان هذا. لازم نروح هناك نقعد نصبر انه تصير حمراء ثم نرجع. وحنا شايلين الحمراء لخدعة، لازم تبتل تتحرك عشان تبتل الحمراء لانها ممكن تصير صفراء. يلا لا مو هنا. يا الله نروح نحط الحين الصفراء نستخدمه. هذه أول واحدة استخدمناها.
Okay, that takes care of pal code number 1. Now pal number 2. Raise the key.
امشي. الحمد لله انا كذا انحبست جوا الغرفة، تعبى جواتها غاز. يلا نروح الحين نبي نروح لفريزر. والله تقدر تقول كأنه فريزر كذا كبير. ريفن يقول in the cold of battle we pull out each other's ears. هذا ولا اقول لك قلب سكاتش انا معاه. يلا خلنا ننزل. انا خبره احلى شيء باه انك يوم كنت صغير ما كنت اعرف انجليزي، يعني حدي بقى يا رجال بس ABCD هذا حدي. يوم كنت صغير ما كنت اعرف وش كانت السالفه، بس الحمد لله يعني كان عندي نص عقل، ما كان عندي عقل كان عندي نصه. ففكرت انا شوي فقلت ايه ازرق معناته بارد، احمر معناته نار، ورحت لاماكن حاره صبرت لما اشوف المفتاح يتغير شكله. الحين بنحطه لما تصير زرقاء. طيب الحين صفراء خلنا باخذ اغراض اذا فيه. لا ابدا ما فيه. الحين صفراء. لا زالت صفراء. ياخذ وقته والله. يلا صيري صفراء، صفراء صيري زرقاء، زرقاء. الحين خلنا بنسدح وبقعد. يب زرقاء. ما شفت كوجيما الحين مع كثرة الكاميرات، الحين ما فهمت شفت كثرة الكاميرات ذي كلها. بس يعني تقدر تقول جاوبت على سؤال الحين نفسه. يعني شوف كثرة شوف السلاح الحين اللي يدافعون عنه، سلاح يطلق صواريخ نووية بدون ما يلقطهن الرادار. فما انا بحط بعذره ما جا حاطين اكثر، انا والله احط اكثر ادبلهن. يلا الحين بنروح ناحية الزرقاء. سنيك لا تنكبني لان في احتمالية تصير صفراء. لا زالت زرقاء حلو. ما في جندي لحظة ولا فيه؟ لا هذاك هناك. يعني بالله عليكم يا ليكويد، ورام فخم هذا يا ليكويد يعني الحين. مو مهم، مشيت من هنا خلاص، انا الحين نسيتوني. يلا خلنا نحط الثاني الحين. ممتاز.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
حلو. يلا الحين بننزل تحت بنخلي المفتاح نخليه احمر. يلا حماسة الحين صح. نروح نحط مفتاح بالثلاجة ونخلي المفتاح برا. بس يلا خلاص الحين على نهاية اللعبة. والله بعد ما يلعب الحين والله شفت مثل جير والله اكثر مما كنت اتذكر يوم انا صغير. انا خبر مرسي والله خبر طولت. بس يمكن الحين خلاص عرفت اللعبة الحين، عارف نروح عارف نجي. نسيت انها اكثر من يلا. او 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 تن تن نن تن تن تكني. ممتاز. هذا دم ريفن. ما كان ريفن هناك. لا اصلا يشبهون بعض. خبر ان ميلر بيكلمنا احنا الحين، نظريا وحنا راقين او وحنا نازلين ميلر راح يكلمنا. هو يا ميلر يا كامبل راح يكلمنا يقول ترى مسكنا نايومي. يلا خلنا نرجع. عليكم بيكلمنا.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
طيب.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
Fox die.
Assassination weapon?
Snake, have you
Yup,
ever heard of
صح
something
عليك.
called Fox die?
No. Fox die. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox die kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
Nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists. I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox die vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
يب عشان كذا مات ديكاي اوكتوبوس، معروف ايضا بالدارب تشيف، ومات بريزيدنت بيكر بسبة الفوكس داي. حقنته سنيك وسنيك اعداهم هم ثم موتهم. حلو، راح اوريكم مقطع الحين شباب، يعطيكم الف عافيه على المشاهده. راح اخذ المفتاح يصير حار ثم نرجع وانا نازل بشغله، ببدا التصوير، لان الحين ما راح تشوفون، بس انا قاعد امشي ولا في مكالمات ولا شيء. يلا كما اخوكم عبد السلام، يعطيكم الف عافيه شباب المشاهده. احنا خلاص على النهايه ان شاء الله، ثم بعدين خلصنا ان شاء الله بنبدا مثل جير 2. يلا مع السلامه.